Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Birji Ravalia here again. This is week 5 in our Introduction to Music Production course with Coursera and Berklee. And this week we're going to be doing some more mixing techniques, and it's really going to be focused around EQ. So we're going to be doing something called mirror EQing, where we're going to make sure that we can actually hear two sounds that are sharing the same or similar frequency spectrum, and make sure we get some really clean and crisp sounds coming out at the end. All right. Let's jump over into Reason and see how we do this. Okay, so now we're in Reason. Let's have a quick listen of the track that we were messing with last week. Alright, doesn't sound too bad. I think what we're going to do though is we're going to tidy up the pads and the piano. They're kind of clashing a little bit there. So let's get into some EQ funkiness. If we open up our EQ on the piano and have a quick look at the analyzer, we can kind of see that around about 160 to 1.3 is where the main energy for that is, and on the pads it's kind of the same. So we want to create a bit of definition between the two, so let's solo both of those right now. We can actually get to it. There we go, and have a listen. Yeah, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to keep the piano where it is, maybe boost it a little bit in its main core frequency, and then use the highs from the pad and create a little scoop out for the actual piano to sit. So let's go back to the piano, switch on our EQ, and we're going to go into E mode to get some tighter cues on Reason 7. Let's get a high pass going and have a listen. We don't need any of this low end stuff really. So around 178 there. Let's create a little boost, not too much, just a little bit. Around about 600 hertz. Yeah, that's fine. And what we're going to do is move over to the pads. I don't want to cut too much high from the piano because it's nice and it'll just add to the flavor. On the pads, however, that sort of 570-ish is where we're going to do some work. So let's switch our EQ on. Let's also get a high pass going. Start playing. Cutting the low energy we don't need. Now we're going to use this EQ here. We're going to put it into E mode, and around the 570-ish mark, I'm going to widen it out and drop it in. Maybe tighten it up a bit more. Still want a bit, but we've dropped that by a huge amount, and we're going to now boost the highs with our high shelf. Right, and let's bring our piano in. So there you go, you can hear that the two are kind of sitting a little bit nicer together. Let's just switch the EQs off and have a quick listen to the difference. So without EQ, this is the sound. Yeah, the piano gets a little bit lost in there, so if we just clean those up with a touch of EQ. Piano sits a bit more defined, pads take over the high end energy, and in the mix it sounds like this. There you go, and that's how you do mirror EQing inside Reason 7. We'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.